Imagine a world where even your thoughts are controlled, and privacy is a distant memory. Welcome to 1984, George Orwell's unnervingly accurate glimpse into a totalitarian future. Stick around as we dive into this classic and uncover why it's more relevant than ever. Hey there, readers! Today, we're exploring 1984, George Orwell's chilling story that takes us to a world of constant surveillance, controlled truth, and suppressed humanity. Published in 1949, Orwell's novel warned of a future where freedom is a memory and fear is reality. Through the eyes of Winston Smith, we'll experience the terrifying power of Big Brother and the sacrifices made for even a glimpse of freedom. Plot summary. The novel takes place in Oceania, a superstate ruled by the Party, a totalitarian regime led by the figurehead known as Big Brother. Every aspect of life is monitored and controlled, from actions to thoughts. The thought police ensure that anyone showing even a hint of rebellion is swiftly dealt with, often disappearing without a trace. Winston Smith, our protagonist, works at the Ministry of Truth, altering historical records to fit the party's ever-changing narrative. Although outwardly obedient, Winston secretly despises Big Brother and yearns for truth and freedom. His quiet rebellion begins when he starts a journal, writing thoughts considered thought crimes. Winston's life changes when he meets Julia, a bold, rebellious woman. The two begin a forbidden romance, an act that defies the party's strict rules against personal attachment. Together, they dare to hope for a world where the party's lies and cruelty no longer control everything. However, their defiance comes at a high price. The party ultimately discovers their affair, and they are taken to the Ministry of Love, where they are broken down and brainwashed through intense psychological and physical torture. Winston is subjected to his worst fears in the dreaded Room 101. By the end, Winston has been reshaped into a loyal follower of Big Brother, his spirit utterly crushed, leaving readers with a haunting sense of defeat. Characters. Winston Smith, the disillusioned and introspective protagonist who dares to dream of a life beyond the party's control. Julia, Winston's daring lover, who shares his rebellious spirit but approaches it with a different, more personal motivation. O'Brien, a high-ranking party official who initially deceives Winston into believing he is a fellow rebel, only to later be the one to break him during his imprisonment. Big Brother. Though never seen, Big Brother is the omnipresent symbol of party authority, representing both leadership and fear. The Thought Police. The invisible yet feared agents who patrol the citizens' minds, ensuring loyalty to the party. Themes. Totalitarianism and control. 1984 is a powerful warning about the dangers of absolute government power and how it suppresses individual freedoms. Truth and reality. Through the manipulation of history and facts, Orwell questions what is true and how easily truth can be reshaped by those in power. The individual versus the collective. Winston's struggle represents the fight of one individual against an overwhelming and invasive system. The power of language. The party's use of newspeak, a language designed to limit free thought, reveals how language shapes reality and restricts dissent. Fear and betrayal. In a world where trust is impossible, the story demonstrates the extent to which fear can dismantle human connection. Style. Orwell's writing is direct and bleak, mirroring the oppressive world he's created. His sparse prose and sharp descriptions make Oceania feel cold and sterile, capturing the hopelessness of a society under extreme control. Key quotes like, "War is peace," "Freedom is slavery," "Ignorance is strength," illustrate the twisted logic the party imposes on its citizens, leaving readers haunted by the manipulative power of words. Personal reflection. 1984 is both a warning and a call to action, reminding us of the price of freedom and the cost of apathy. In a world increasingly shaped by technology and surveillance, Orwell's novel serves as a reminder to protect our autonomy and to speak out against corruption. Winston's defeat is tragic, but his initial courage to seek the truth is a powerful reminder that the fight for freedom begins with a single act of defiance. As Orwell suggests, the future can be a grim place if we choose silence over resistance. Orwell left us with a powerful message: beware the world that lets freedom slip away bit by bit. 1984 stands as a stark reminder to value our rights and question authority. If this story stirred you, subscribe to Quick Lit for more classics that challenge us to think, reflect, and maybe even rebel a little.